be a top hand. He's gonna go out there, and the crew is gonna be excited to have this guy. So it was interesting because it motivated all the guys to perform through the week of training. But you know what happened as a side effect? When the rookies, because we would bring them all here to Midland at the training center. At that time, it was on Taylor Street, and I had the pulling unit, and I miss it, dude. Running the rig, running the blocks up, and the brake handle. But what happened is when we'd send them back to Crane or Seminole or Andrews or wherever their yard was, by the third week, the crew that was gonna get a new guy, they'd ask him, how many stars did you get? And if he said one, they're like, nah, this guy's not gonna make it. He's not gonna be very good. Or if they had 2 or 3 guys show up and they're like, how many stars did y'all get? And this guy's like, I'm gold star. He's like, that's the one we want. We want him on our crew. They start fighting for the guy that had the most stars. And we put them on their hard hat. So they had their name on their hard hat, and then the stars would start to go this way. But let me see your hard hat. How many stars did you get? And it became this whole thing that started to promote leading by example, doing more than what you have to, creating competition, healthy competition inside, and recognition. And I got 3 sheets of stars for 50 cents. And that was very powerful because of the recognition piece. An attaboy is 10 times more powerful than negative. Positive reinforcement is 10 times more powerful than a negative reinforcement. Okay? Let's see. I'll just put this back up. I'll stand up back to you. But I want to give you these coaching conversation prep sheets. We've got the grow checklist, and then, so that's the checklist on the front for coaching and growing. And then on the back, it just has a sample. So this is this supervisor's sample of how he's going to use this checklist. So it's just a reference for you to look at. Okay? So the fastest way, what's the fastest way we can steer culture with feedback? What's the fastest way, David, the fastest way we're going to steer culture through feedback? What kind of feedback is it?
Good feedback, I guess.
Positive. Positive feedback. It's amazing because when you hammer one guy for doing something wrong, you kind of, you look like a hammer because you hammered the guy. But you know what happens when you tell one guy good job? The rest of the guys are like, I want to tell me I did a good job. I want that recognition. It's the positive is so much more powerful to move the company, to move the culture in this discretionary performance because of that word. The employees are now engaged. You gave them something to aim for. You gave them something to achieve. And then the sticker, you can keep it. The sticker, the star, that's just a recognition for them to wear like a badge that everybody sees that they're a performer. That gives them pride and ownership in their work, in the way that they work. And it's extremely powerful. So all of this stuff I'm telling you, I've used it, I've seen it, and it's been beneficial. So I wanted to give you guys the last, 20 minutes or so. I'm gonna give you control. So what do you want to talk about, or is there anything that you feel like you could use some help with that we didn't talk about? Did you see that guy sitting across from David's office?
Yeah.
His name is Mr. Cook, the one with the gray beard.
Okay.
He's got an eval form. If you'll get that form from him, if it's only one, go ahead and shoot me off 15 copies.
Okay.
And then bring him back.
Okay.
So he's right over here. So what value can I provide to you, or is there anything else some issues, some real world scenarios with I don't want to turn it into a wah situation of well this and that. It's not a time to air out our dirty laundry, but it's about is there something else I could provide to you, or do you have some questions for somebody with my experience that I could help while I'm here? That's for you. It's open. Whatever you want to talk about.
I'll make Jeremy stop being so grouchy.
What's wrong with him? He's grouchy? Okay, I like that, I like that. So that's what we're gonna talk about, how we make Aaron stop being grouchy. But not in that context. No, that's perfect, thank you, David, that's perfect, okay? So we kinda talked about it when we talked about this, okay? We're gonna talk about RCA. What's RCA? Have y'all ever had a class on that?
Old videos.
That's VCR, bro.
VCR, so I remember one of them.
Hey, I think RCA was it was like a S video, like a higher quality.
It's a TV brand, isn't it?
Yeah,
Back in the day, I don't think I get on one.
they had an RCA song, though.
He said he hadn't gotten an email yet. He said, here's his email in case you got it wrong the first time.
We're gonna talk about RCA TVs.
We're talking about Jeremy's daddy issues.
Yeah.
Cook. Okay, that's why.
I have plenty of those.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna be good, guys, I promise. I just wanna get these, I wanna get these evaluations, so let me forward this to Mr. Cook. Steve Cook. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, so RCA, he's got it now. Thank you, Trent. So, RCA stands for root cause analysis. Y'all know what that means?
Finding the problem.
The root cause. So, like, we use this in safety. I don't know why I'm feeling so mocoso, but we use this in safety to try to find, it has to be a system failure. It has to be a system failure. It cannot be a behavior or something like that. So the way we do it in a simple root cause analysis, we use what's called a 5 why. So we ask why 5 times to get to the cause. Let's say a guy was not wearing his safety glasses. Why? Because he didn't have any on location. Why? Because at the shop they didn't have any here at the shop. Why didn't they have any? Well, because the supply chain, they haven't been able to deliver on the orders that were available. Okay, so that's a supply chain issue. Well, why? Well, because we didn't order them far enough in advance to get them here to have them.